I want to welcome you to the second part of the steroids discussion. I've talked to some people sort of off the air and got some insight as to why people use, and why other people who may want to see similar results do not use, and also voice some of my concerns. Just take a few minutes to talk about that, and please respond, reply, and let me know your thoughts on the subject. But it seems to be something that is not going away. Again, just as sure enough as they brought the Barry Bonds case back, and that one was over, there was another case that came out here recently, and they started looking at some other baseball players. And then I heard on Mike and Mike in the morning how Golick had said that he had used them, I believe, after rehabbing an injury that he had, in order to get back on the field in a timely manner. Don't really have all the details about that, and he mentioned that he had used them at a time where they weren't testing specifically for steroid use in the league. So one of the things that is well widely known is that steroids, they work, and my concern, I actually have just two concerns. When it comes to sports, it gives the person taking them, obviously it gives them an unfair advantage over everyone who's not taking them. My second concern is more or less related to people's perception of themselves, their perception of achievement as well, and how they measure achievement. Being a personal trainer, I always strive to tell people to do your best, be your best, not to compete against other people, not to size yourself up against other people. Everybody's body is unique, so no two people, essentially, unless you're identical twins, are going to look alike in terms of their physique. So appreciate who you are and appreciate what your body can accomplish. But that being said, push yourself and strive to be your very best in terms of your physical fitness. The concern that I have with steroid use is that it creates this unrealistic view of the results of weight training, because it shows to people who may not necessarily be that advanced in terms of weightlifting, or people who have been weightlifting for years and not really seeing the results that they want to see in terms of muscle size, but then they look over at someone who maybe in a short period of time, we're talking a year, 2 years on steroids, can surpass them in terms of muscle size, in terms of muscle mass, and due to the steroid use. So it creates this unrealistic view as to what the body can do under while you're training. So that's my concern, is that it may lead to people feeling that their accomplishments and their achievements in terms of their physical fitness, especially guys who nowadays, all guys think of, most guys in gyms, they think size. I need to be bigger in terms of muscle mass. I need to be huge. And I don't know where that comes from. Maybe we'll do a video blog on that at some point. This whole obsession with size and how bigger's not necessarily better. But I think that that's one of the things that we have to delve into a little bit more as well. So those are a couple of my concerns about steroid use. And again, keep the conversation open, just to be able to explore a little deeper. Because when you get down to it and you look at some of the side effects and you really study this, you look at some of the things, some of the studies that have come out following people who have used them long term, and you look at and see some research talking about the heart, the ejection fraction is lower. Essentially, just to sort of make that a little simple, is the way the heart is pumping it's not pumping, or the volume's not pumping out as strongly in people who have used steroids. And that was just one particular study. As people who haven't ever used them. So that's just some of my thoughts, and we'll talk to you later. God bless.